Hello, I'm PS3 and welcome back to a feature preview. These are a series around on my channel where I show you features that are going to be included in a future update for Minecraft on the console, and in today's case a future update for Minecraft on the Pocket Edition, because there is a big combat update coming at some point, and that's going to include the one enchantment which never made its way from the PC to either the Pocket Edition or the console. It's the big missing enchantment, and so many people ask why is it not in the game, why does it not work, and I figured in today's video why not show you exactly what it looks like rather than just talking about it, rather than just showing screenshots like you might want to do. I'm going to be showing you full gameplay on the PC of how this will work on the console, so you can prepare for it in your future console or Pocket Edition worlds, as well as see exactly what it does, how it works, and why it's not in the game right now. So hopefully you do enjoy the video, like it if you do, because it helps out the channel, and let's know you do like these feature previews and want to keep on seeing them, for features that we're going to be seeing on the console. There's not left, many left coming from the PC, to either the console or the Pocket Edition, but I figured the ones that are missing are the particularly important ones, like the Sweeping Edge enchantment. So the Sweeping Edge enchantment comes in three varieties. You got Sweeping Edge 1, Sweeping Edge 2, and the most important one, as with any enchantment, Sweeping Edge 3, and it looks something like this. And I see a bunch of people ask, okay, we got a zombie over here. I see a bunch of people asking why it doesn't exist on the console, and the simple answer for that is because we don't have the sweep attack. So the sweep attack is something you might question, like what even is that? But when you see me attack right there, you saw it in action just there. It just didn't do anything. So yeah, the sweep attack is the ability when you attack only with a sword. So this is one of the big advantages of sword over axe. If you attack with a sword, as you're going to see, it gives you that big sweep, and that sweep, if it actually, if there are any enemies in that like big radius of about 180 degrees of you, they'll be swept up by the attack and they'll be knocked back. So this means that if you get attacked by lots of things at once, you're no longer going to be helpless, and you won't have to just spam click like you did before, because spam clicking will not work off this update. Instead, you've got to time your attacks right, because if you fully recharge your sword, you'll do a sweep attack and you can push stuff back. So for instance, this is really dangerous because I have no armor, but let's just go for it anyway. Let's just say we've got two husks coming after us at the same time, and if they're both in the same kind of area, then what we can do is we can sweep attack them. Okay, that didn't work correctly, but you can actually sweep attack them. Okay, so like that, as you can see, and one of them will be knocked back more than the other one, because the sweep attack is not only, like another attack, but it also allows them, a lot of more knockback than it otherwise would. So yeah, sweep attack is a good way to deal with lots of mobs at once. It's arguably more effective than the previous system, and it's a good way to make up the fact that you can't spam click anymore while dealing a lot of damage. So yeah, what exactly, how much does the sweep attack do, and why do we need the Sweeping Edge enchantment if it already exists by default? Well, bear in mind the Sweeping Edge attack, let me just show you one more time right here. The Sweeping Edge attack, even though it does exist, it only actually does, Jill Wood and carrots now. The Sweeping Edge attack only actually does 1 damage and then some knockback to the mob it hits. I believe sometimes it does some extra with like critical hits and other weird stuff, but as you're going to see right here, it doesn't actually do much damage, so if we only Sweeping Edge attack someone, it would not do much at all. So bad example, but point being is it only does 1 damage. It's not a very strong attack, and if you want to deal with big mobs, lots of big mobs, you can't really deal with them by default. So what do you do then? Well, you get these Sweeping Edge enchantments. So if we go to an anvil, like we've got over here, then I can show you, actually wait, first, let me just show you, because we got a sword right here with Sweeping Edge. Let me just show you that if we have a big collection of pigs, as we do right here, so let's show you, if we attack all of them, okay, that's like not a good example. If we attack all the pigs at once, which you can just about do, the ones you're, sweep attacking are going to take a long time to die compared to the other ones. It takes a lot of hits, and they're only going to slowly die because it, it relates to their thing. So yeah, it took a lot of hits to kill off those pigs, because even though they're a very weak mob, pigs only have 10 health in case you're curious. Even though pigs are a very, very weak mob, they, the Sweeping Edge attack is just not a strong thing. So what you want to do is you want to go ahead, put yourself the Sweeping Edge enchantment on there. Again, this will only work for swords. This is one of the very few enchantments in the game which is sword exclusive. If you try to put this on an axe instead, it won't work, because the axe has no sweeping attack with which to enchant. So yeah, you put this on a sword just like this, and as you can see, it costs 6, or it costs 3 if you get it from the regular enchantment. But yeah, you can get Sweeping Edge, and yeah, each level of Sweeping Edge gives you an extra serious boost to it. So unlike every other enchantment where the first level is kind of pointless, the second level is almost pointless, and the third level is the one you want, Sweeping Edge is actually pretty good in all 3 forms. Sweeping Edge 1 will give you 50% extra damage against sweeping attacks, so essentially takes double as many sweeping attacks, but you can still kill a giant swath of mobs, like in half the time it takes to kill you with a regular sword, +1 by the way, so 50% and a little bit. But if we have Sweeping Edge 2, it's 2/3, and if we have Sweeping Edge 3, like we do on our amazing new sword, then what we get instead is we get 75% +1 damage, which essentially means almost full damage to a bunch of mobs. So if we get a bunch of pigs in here again, so let's just spawn in a bunch of pigs, get them all in the same place, like let's say these are hostile mobs. I obviously can't do that with real hostile mobs, but let's say you wanted to kill a bunch of pigs, or a bunch of any mob you wanted to farm, then with the Sweeping Edge enchantment, if the sweeping attack works, you're going to see how it works amazingly, and we killed all of those pigs with just 2 hits. Imagine they were a hostile mob now, and you can see the benefit of Sweeping Edge. So yeah, Sweeping Edge is a very effective attack. It doesn't stack with knockback, so keep that in mind. And also it's like, you know, with other enchantments it gets a little bit glitchy, but it is a really powerful way to fight off multiple mobs at once, and that is why, you know, like, it doesn't exist right now, and why it'll be great when it does, because the only reason for it to exist is when the sweeping attack comes. Again, sweeping attack is the big thing like that, and the only reason for the sweeping attack to come to the console is once we have the new combat, because it's a make-up for the slower thing, and that's why the new combat update is required for this final enchantment. And the new enchantment, once it does come out, will be one that you probably will want. Again, lots of people are going to like just say, well, new combat's awful, don't want it. But if you want to be practical about the game, if you want to like actually achieve something, then a really useful thing I'd say to do, so let's try and do this right now, is to go ahead and you know, just learn the new combat, learn how to use the sweeping edge to your advantage, and then you can do really cool stuff like this, which is better than what you could do before. You're going to be more powerful than you were before if you can do your stuff right. So again, it only works like when they're actually next to each other, so it's like really hard to probably line up with mobs, but it does mean that mobs can't get too close to you, which is really powerful. And just like that, you started a bunch of cool sweeping attacks. It feels cooler. It is a little bit harder to do, but it's way more rewarding when you do it, and that's why the new combat is kind of a cool thing, and that's why this new enchantment helps it be a little bit better. So hopefully you did all enjoy this video. You can like it if you did like it, because it helps out the channel, and let us know you do like the feature previews. Share it if you really liked it, and subscribe if you're new around here, because I make videos like this one every single day on my channel, and if you subscribe, you'll see them daily on your homepage. Thank you very much for watching. Again, I don't know exactly when this is coming out for console and Pocket Edition, but right now, you know, we're guessing like some point very soon, because 4J has confirmed they're working on it right now, you know, 4J and the Pocket Edition team look like they're in sync to some degree right now. So yeah, we could be seeing this by the end of the year, maybe early next year, but it is something that is happening at some point, so be ready for it. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed it. Make sure you check out the other videos on this channel, and I guess I'll see you all next time. Bye!